I've got a question for you guys. When you come into a lot to go fishing and you see a single truck, a working trailer, that's like a barge trailer or something, and one more vehicle coming, which is Adam that I'm fishing with. Now we've got a super high moon tide. You can see how it's flooded out there. Super high. The wind, I mean the temperature today, we got a storm coming in, got northeast winds, which is not good to fish, but we've got, I think, 68 for the high today. So there's Adam, there's the boat, and we're gonna see if we can get on him. All right, Adam. There wasn't anybody in the parking lot.
There was not.
Water temperature is 50. Wow, I'm shocked. We've had some cold weather, but I haven't been out since before Christmas. I've had the damn bug, what's gone around. And we have a moon tide. New moon tide. So it's a little choppy out here. I think the wind's supposed to be about 13. That seems like about what it is right now. It's going to pick up. We got a storm coming, so it is out of the northeast. It's going to make things a little tougher. But we're going to throw some small profile baits and see if we can't get on some trout just off the intercoast. So we've got a little bit of a run, and we'll catch you guys later. So this is Allendale Creek. We came, well, probably 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half back here. This is the creek that leads to my house. So by boat, by Adam's boat, if you come out of the Intercoastal Waterway, it's about a 40-minute ride to get back to my place, because there's so many horseshoes you got to slow down for. Now my wife's got a 16-foot Alumacraft boat with a 25-horse Yamaha on it. And we can leave the house and we can probably be here in 25 minutes because her boat gets up on plane so fast. And it's quiet back here though. We had some wind when we came out this morning, and here it is. It's probably about a 20-minute ride back here, but it looks pretty calm. So hopefully we can get on some trout right here. And the water is colored. I might go something dark. What are you going?
Well,
something
I got
dark.
this dark Ned rig to start.
I'm gonna start off with this Streak Z smoky shad and a 3 3/4 inch. Got a lot of good action to it. So this is what I'm gonna start out with. This little color right there, smoky shad. I don't know if that's a smoky shad or if I've added these to that. But on a 3/16 ounce cheap jig head. And I say cheap because there is some there is a little bit of down timber in here and some structure, so I'm not going to cry when I lose one of these. All right, this is my rig right here, 3/16 ounce cheap, like I say, jig head. I bought a bunch of 1/4 ounce jig heads and took with me on Thanksgiving. Let my grandsons paint them. So I got a whole bunch of cheap jig heads, 1/4 ounce. I guess I'm gonna have to Stephen Fluke to take us back here.
Yeah. You have a tripper then still, don't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna wait and use that trip though, for him to teach me how to go out 13 miles, you know, and feel confident that I can do that.
Yeah. Although he doesn't do that much, does he?
He does it quite a bit, yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, on calm days he takes his boat out there.
Yep. You were kidding.
You're in 4-2 now.
Yeah, correct.
Makes the trip worth it right there.
It does. Yes, sir.
I just said that we had caught trout in here. 19 or 18 and 18 and a quarter. They sure look big when they come in like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good trout though.
All right, skunk is off.
They're out here, guys.
Yeah, it feels like good. Well, it's hard to say. It feels decent.
You gonna slap her on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
Close. Spit the hook in the net. Perfect.
Doesn't get better than that.
Let's see how big it's at. Yeah, you were right. Throwing right by the tie. Yeah, it's not. That one's almost 19.
19. Man, that's. We've had probably 16, 17, 18, and now 19.
Trout.
Gee, that is a trout.
It's right in front of those pilings.
Like a redfish?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's probably a trout. That's the redfish.
Okay.
Never mind. Talk along.
Yeah, that's where they moved to. We were just talking about that. So.
Yeah.
You look like you were off the pilings quite a ways, though.
A little bit.
That's why I thought those were trout.
Why I have to catch the one that took drag? Why I have to catch that on the cheaper?
Did you put a cheap hook on?
No, I
you
put a
mean?
good one on, but since
Yeah.
I have.
Yep.
And they fight hard though.
Just enough of a current to
Yeah.
really make them feel even heavier than they are. All they gotta do is just turn sideways with that current.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Big difference between reeling backwards, catching them in front of the boat versus behind it.
So typically the current. Like, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
It's taking drag. So typically what I was trying to say is the current's moving this way, and Adam and I rarely fish. We usually have our bait swimming with the current because fish are, face forward into the current. And so you want them to see that bait coming. But we're literally just dead sticking right there with scent on our baits, and they're just facing them. They've got their faces in the current, and they're just coming up and getting our bait.
Pretty much every cast is a cast in the right spot.
Yeah. How about another fun fighter? Fun little fighters. This one?
Yeah.
You right in the honey hole?
Right. No, I'm in front. You're still catching them there.
Yeah, I just got that one there. There's another one. Good gosh. This is ridiculous. Well, he wants to get back into those pilings, doesn't he?
Yeah.
it's over. He said it's not. I said, I beg to differ. Man, he's a fighter. He's not any bigger than the rest of them. He just had more heart.
Oh, fine.
Man, they're so pretty this time of the year.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
I mean, even these size on your outfit, right? It's still fun, right?
Yeah, oh gosh, yes. I mean, it's like catching a 22-incher on that Loomis. That's why I like these ultralights so much, because to me, it's not about how fast you can get them in. To me, it's that exactly what you saw, that just fun fight. I'm gonna regret this cheap hook on the next fish.
Oh yeah, look, it's already bent.
So these are cheap hooks, and this is what happens. But I'm gonna bend this back and take my chances. Well, it's fast and furious. I don't want to reach high.
Well, you know, it's not many days you could fish by this intercoastal too and not get so many boat wakes and stuff.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. That part's nice too.
Yeah, it takes a nasty weather day like this to turn calm like it has. There's one. Man, he's pounded that one. I was off the dock a good ways thinking maybe I'd just swim it into me, you know, and maybe pick up a trout.
Uh-huh.
About the time I started to swim, he pounded it.
Is it a netter?
No. Not like everything else I've got. In that 16 to 17 inch range. Or 15 to 17 maybe. I don't even know if I've caught 117 today.
Yeah?
Mostly just the 15 to 16 range. Number I don't recognize. I love it when the water clears up a little bit.
Yeah.
Where you can get to see them as you're fighting them.
Yeah, definitely fun. This is crazy. There's no wind now.
They were predicting. Adam just missed one. They were predicting. Yeah, I don't even see my bait, Adam.
Oh yeah.
I do now. Yeah, and there ways. But take gusts up to like 35.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. It's...
Okay, double spotter on this side. Double spot on that side too. Got 4 spots on it. Yeah, so the guy that was asking about that, Adam, is David said that he comes in the store, I guess, quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
I strike and is always asking about what kind of stuff they use.
Oh yeah. It's in there so deep I can't even see it.
So when the parking lot is empty, I guess it doesn't mean what you think it means. But boy, did we think it did mean that earlier.
Yeah, we sure did. Bigger too, no?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Like right, literally. I couldn't even count to 1.
Oh, you're on too?
Oh yeah.
This is crazy. For a day that started out with no cars in the parking lot, the wind was blowing. We had whitecaps out here when we started this morning. We ran all the way down to Allendale Creek and fished it, no bites. Came up and fished the next creek coming this way, no bites. Next creek coming this way. Adam, I think we both might have got bit once. That was our first bite. Kept fishing, nothing. Almost passed by here. Adam's on again. I'm not anywhere near you, am I?
No.
We just got a huge school of redfish in here, and it's just nonstop.
They're not the biggest, but still fun.
They're a lot of fun.
This would be a perfect day for your ultralight though, right? I mean, at least it's best size for that.
I'll tell you what though, I'm about ready to step up to my heavier rod because this is wearing me out. Can you imagine if they were all 20 inches? Yeah.
Smash barb comes out really easy.
Smash the barb.
So I'm fishing a Stratic FL 2500. It's a Shimano, those that aren't aware. And then my rod here is a G Loomis. It's actually a walleye rod, GLX. Hopefully the camera sees that. It's a WRR 8500S, 7'1" light, extra fast. And yeah, it's really great for these really light finesse Ned rig type things.
And this bite, go ahead, Adam.
No, and I use 10-pound braid, and the leader I think is about between 15 and 20-pound fluorocarbon.
And this bite isn't subtle by any means. I mean, you're gonna feel this bite, especially when you're dead sticking like that. It's almost like you're using dead bait. They're just picking it up. They got their faces in the current, they're smelling it, they're coming swimming up to it and taking it. But a good rod makes so much difference.
It does.
I mean, it matters.
Feel everything on this thing.
Yeah. I've said this before in videos, but I'm gonna say it again. With these St. Croix and these Loomis,
and there's others too. But...
well, there's other good rods, not to say that there isn't. I mean, Shimano makes a pretty decent rod too, and there's other rod companies that make great rods. I think that Cashin rod is supposed to be really good. But it takes a really good medium action, extra fast tip, something light, to feel the bite on a finesse jig that you want to feel. But with a good rod, you can feel that fish pick that bait up. You can feel that fish position that bait in its mouth, I swear. And if you stay onto it long enough, you can feel that back fin as it's, you know, the fish is swimming. That's how sensitive this rod is, and it's how sensitive my Loomis rod is. And I know his Loomis rod's that sensitive.
Yeah.
You're fine. I missed two right there just a minute ago.
Yeah.
2 bites in this.
You missed that one. I bought this rod secondhand, by the way, used on eBay. So.
What did you pay for it? Do you remember?
It was still like
120?
no, it was still over 200. I think
Oh,
it
was it really?
200 or 225. Wow. I think it's a $400 rod new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mine's not. This one in my hand right here is probably 125, 150 maybe. My Loomis is probably a $250 rod. Another one. No way I'm showing all the fish on here now.
Yeah, right? It'd take you like a day to
It'd take too long. It'd be a 40-minute video.
Yeah. Right. I didn't even get count there.
Huh?
Even Rain Man lost count. I don't know. We got a lot though.
I know. I don't have any. I think I quit counting when I was at 6 because it didn't matter. I figured we'd catch a dozen fish and that'd be it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Plus, you know me, I don't like to rub it in on my head.
Wow, what a change in the day, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't think I ever caught them all before. You know,
oh boy, this might be that one that gets me in trouble, Adam. Well, he quit taking drags. I hate to horse him like this. But...
See, well, if you don't horse him, he's gonna horse you, right?
Right. I think I got him past all the bad stuff.
Better?
I haven't even seen him yet. He feels a little bit bigger than the rest, but you know how it is with this current. Yeah. He hadn't taken his line in a minute, so he just feels heavier. Yeah, they're taking a little bit more. He's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
I'll bring him around to this side.
Where? Which side?
This side right here. Done for.
Wow, that's a nice one. Best one of the day.
Yeah, that one's probably got 18 and 19, probably 19.
Yeah, on the ultralight.
19 on the crappie rod. Uh-oh, pinch that tail. Is that a really silver 20?
Yeah,
Sure enough.
it is.
All right, this is for David Flad.
Take the rod.
Yeah. Get a picture of this for my 4th release over 20, I think, this year. Hey, real quick, I want to try to do this as quick as possible because this video is long enough as it is. You heard me talk about cheap jig heads. You've heard me talk about the difference between good ones and cheap ones. This is a good one. This is the Eye Strike quarter ounce. They've got great hooks. They're very sharp hooks. They stay sharp. Got 2 barbs to hold that Elastec in place. This is a cheap jig head. It's just a molded lead head. I can bend this hook by hand. But the nice thing I like about these is this time of the year when you're fishing and you're catching, when the water warms up just a little bit and the trout come up into 2 to 4 feet, they're going to be on structure. They're going to be on oysters. And this jig head right here, 9 times out of 10, when you get on an oyster, you can pull it off. It's going to bend the hook, not straighten it, but it'll bend it enough to get it off. And then you're not retying another bait. So, you know, trout aren't going to be huge, not in South Carolina. I've never had a trout bend my hook. I've had redfish do that, but then the last thing I want to talk about is because this only has 1 barb, when you bait this up and you're fishing with it, a lot of times you'll bring it back in and this will be off the barb like so. I call it getting your pants pulled down. You get a bite and you've all done this, you reel it in and it looks like this when you get it in. Well, what I'll do is I'll take a pair of scissors and I will cut off that 1/4 inch right there of its head, so to speak, or its nose. Now this one right here I just found the bottom of my tackle box. In fact, this one right here I found the bottom of my tackle box. All of that's probably bluefish from this summer, and that's probably pinfish where the tail's been bitten off. But this Elastec product is just unbelievably hard to beat up. But with these little jig heads, you are going to find that your pants get pulled down a lot more often. So when you cut that head off, you get a whole nother bite on it. Or go with a new bait and then save that original bait that you haven't cut and use it with your good jig heads, you know, later on. One last thing, couple last things, but this Procure, always have Procure on your bait. Redfish are scent feeders, trout are sight feeders. So if you want to catch redfish, you really need to, we were dead sticking in this video, and although we were fishing basically up current, throwing down current to our target, the redfish were stacked up underneath that pier and outside of the pilings, and all of them had their noses into the current. And what they were doing, that bait was setting on the bottom, and that scent was getting in the water, and then those redfish could come up, find that scent trail, and they were latching onto it. And you just stay in touch with your jig head, and when you feel weight, you know, well, we know there's not any structure down there to begin with, but when you feel that weight, you know it's probably a redfish. So you drill down to it and set the hook. Hook sets are free, they don't cost anything. If you set the hook, there's nothing there, it didn't cost you anything. Last thing is this weekend is the Hadril's Fishing Expo at Omar Shrine Temple on Patriots Point. It's going to be, did I say this weekend? Yeah, it's January 20th and 21st. That's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 3. Again, this year, Release Over 20, we're going to have a booth there. I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday, both days. You guys can pop in and say hi. I'd love it. Talk fishing, talk Release Over 20, talk about whatever. But look forward to seeing you guys there. That's a great expo. There's a lot of vendors there. There's C.A. Richardson's going to be there talking again this year, speaking. I think David Fladd's going to speak about Release Over 20. There's going to be some seminars, kayak seminars. I think Pluff Mud Princess might be doing something. Tanya, I'm sure Captain Tanya is going to be doing something. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Hope to see you guys there. Take care. Thanks.